Hari Om Namaste, friends. So let's remind ourselves why we're doing this practice of chanting mantras. Not just in the spiritual reason, but the practical reason as well. Because mantra is a beautiful practice on its own. So it can become a meditation practice. It can become a self-hypnosis practice. It can become a way to pull yourself out of misery, out of anxiety. Just by chanting mantras, chanting these holy names and these states of higher being, by chanting these, we can put ourselves into different brain waves. We can access alpha brain waves by chanting mantras. When we're in our alpha, we are in a state of creativity and receptivity. This is a beautiful way to be open to the sound of the universe, to the glory and to the abundance of the universe. And after a while, mantras, as you know, are repetitive and they're meant to be chanted for a while to move into even a theta state. And when we're there is when we can move into a kind of self-hypnosis or manifestation state. Things that you want to pull into the life, that's a beautiful time to do it when you're in the theta state, because the brain is in a mode of meditation, in a mode of almost trance-like state, and that's the time where we can kind of bring this manifestation and self-hypnosis into play. So these are some reasons why we chant mantras. Meditation is just as powerful, silent meditation, but mantra is a way to pull you into that, because I don't know about you, but it's difficult to just sit down and go into that state without something to bring you there. So people practice asanas, people do different things to bring them into that state. Mantra is another way to access that. What I love about the mantra is you don't have to warm up to do them. You don't have to be in a good physical shape. Maybe that day you're a little bit physically tired, or you have an injury or something, or you just don't want to practice, or you don't want to use your physical practice to go into a meditation or to go into a higher state of consciousness. You just want to get the exercise done, which is also beautiful. So you can do both. You can have your exercise or your yoga practice, and then your more spiritual, more meditative practice as well. Eventually it all becomes spiritual and meditative, but in the beginning we kind of have to section these things off to have a better understanding, until that state of being is with us constantly. And of course, that's a difficult way to be. So until then, we just keep practicing and know why we're practicing. We don't even really have to know why. If it feels good and it feels like it's putting you in a higher state of being, and if it feels like it's eliminating stress, and it feels like it's creating this good feeling all around, not just for you, but for others that you interact with after you're doing the practices, then you know right there it's a good practice. We don't always have to know the why. We just have to know that it works. We don't have to know how, but it just happens, and it just kind of manifests itself that way in our life and makes us feel good. So it's nice to have these practices to take us there. And that's why we're chanting mantra, to kind of get out of any kind of anxiety, to get out of this bad feeling that can arise in this world, and to put us in a constant state of observation, a constant state of manifestation, because whatever you want, you deserve it. It's there, it's calling you. That's you in the future calling you. Hey, we're already here. We already have everything. So we're just in this process of looking for evidence along the way. The mantra helps to keep us in that state of wonder, that state of joy, that state of beauty. So let's chant one today to, speaking of beauty and joy and abundance, we think of the goddesses. So we'll chant one to Durga Kali, and then we'll also chant Anandamayi Satchamayi. She is full of bliss, she is full of truth. And remember, we're not talking about gender here, we're talking about energies, and we all have these masculine, feminine energies passing through us. So it's nice to use them. It's nice to enter into them, and then you can access their power. So when we're singing to the feminine, we're singing to creativity, to abundance. leads back to joy. Durga Kali, Durga Kali, Durga Kali Anandama. Durga Kali, Durga Kali, Durga Kali Anandama. Anandamayi, 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 Sachamayi, Anandamayi, 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 Sachamayi, Anandamayi, 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 Sachamayi, Anandamayi, 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 Sachamayi, Anandamayi, 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 Sachamayi. Durga Kali, Durga Kali, Durga Kali Anandama. Durga Kali, Durga Kali, Durga Kali Anandama. Anandamayi, 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 Sachamayi. Anandamayi, 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 Sachamayi. Anandamayi, 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 Sachamayi. Anandamayi, 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 Sachamayi. Durga Kali, Durga Kali, Durga Kali Anandama. Durga